Hello there, my name is Richard Birch and I'm coming to you live from the National Playday event which is taking place at Yeovil Country Park and hosted by South Somerset District Council. We've already had several thousand people turn up here today. We're expecting a lot more to go on through the day, which began at 10 o'clock this morning and goes all the way through to 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can see some of the huge number of things that are going on behind me here. Some stilt walkers in the background there they are. That's some of the things that are going on here. So Playday, what is National Playday? National Playday is a national day for play, traditionally held on the first Wednesday in August. It's the biggest play sector event in the UK and possibly Europe, as well as a celebration of the children's right to play. It's a campaign that highlights the importance of play in children's lives, and it's coordinated by Play England in partnership with Play Wales, Play Scotland and the Play Board Northern Ireland. To celebrate Playday, children, young people and communities get out to play at hundreds of community events across the UK. That includes street parties, festivals, and what we've got here down at Yeovil Country Park in Yeovil, which is where you'll find Golden Stone Swimming Pool, Nine Springs Cafe, and the brilliant Golden Stones Park and all that kind of thing. And there's a huge range of things taking place today. Just forgive me as I go through my paperwork. So there's a huge range of things taking place down at Yeovil Country Park today, from tree climbing, stilt walking, circus skills, pond dipping. You can hear there's a bug fest show taking place in the background. Golden Stones Leisure Centre arranged some events today as well. In It Together are doing events. What I'm going to do is take you over to Rob. Just going to find Rob here. Rob, we're live right now. Rob is one of the coordinators of the event, and I'm just going to spin the camera around so you can see him. Here he is. Here's Rob. And what Rob's going to do is going to take us on a quick tour and explain a bit more about what we're doing today. So can you explain us a bit more about National Playday and how South Somerset District Council is involved?
So National Playday, as in the name, is a national event. It's probably the biggest play sector event in the country and possibly Europe. So it usually happens on the first Wednesday of August every year, and it's all around celebrating the child's right to play, which is enshrined in the UN Convention for the Rights of the Child. So what we're doing today is to promote play, encourage children to play and parents to, remember it's really important in their lives.
And this is part of a huge network of events that the council's organising throughout the summer, isn't it?
So we have smaller play days all over the district, as well as holiday activities in Yeovil and other parts. So yeah, we have lots of activities. All information on our Facebook page.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have we been doing National Playdays for now?
So this is the first one was actually run by a different organisation, but we were here, and then in total there've been this is the 13th Playday here.
Okay.
So 13 years.
Yeah.
And it's grown and grown and grown. It's probably one of the busiest years we've had.
I was going to say, it looks extraordinarily busy today. Yeah. So, this is unprecedented, or this is just a.
With the weather helps, and this is a good weather day, and so this is, like I say, about one of the busiest we've had, and we estimate maybe 5,000 to 8,000 people through the day because people are coming and going all the time.
Fine.
And all our activity leaders are always completely full and running at capacity. And we usually have queues for things, but we try and offer a range of different activities to keep the queues down.
Fine. And there is a huge range of things taking place here today, and we're going to sort of take you on a quick tour in a second to look at some of the things. It began at 10 o'clock this morning, it finishes at 3 o'clock this afternoon, is that right?
3 o'clock, that's right, yeah.
And all of the activities are free. There's a couple of little bits and pieces which sort of may involve additional expense, but overall the event is a free experience. For example, the thing we're just going to take you around the corner here, one of the things we're just doing here. So can you explain us a bit more about the smoothie bike and what's happening here, Rob?
Yeah, so the smoothie bike, it's encouraging children to eat healthily. So looking at fruit juice and fresh fruit, and basically they pedal the bike, and that spins the blender and makes the smoothie. And it's a very simple idea. You put your thumb, print in this, and then you put it on the tray.
Okay. And see, Rob, always helpful. What else is happening today? So what's going on further down this way? So this is going towards Golden Stones itself, towards the swimming pool down here. So we've got the Nine Springs Cafe just here to help orientate you, and the Golden Stones is this way. So what's going on down this way?
So we've got the fire brigade with a fire engine here. It's like a mobile fire classroom.
Down there.
Educating people about fire safety. We've got the In It Together team running some family games and activities. Salvation Army running some sort of again some games and some activities promoting their organisation. And we've got the LED Leisure East Devon stand. They've got some fun activities going on. Again, promoting their leisure centres and hopefully recruiting a few members.
Okay. And I mean, is everybody here all day, or do they sort of take it in shifts? Or so if you come down in sort of 2 hours' time, will all of this still be here?
Yeah, everything's all day. Yeah.
Yep.
So we book activities, and people ask to come to here now, and it's a good way of promoting your what you've got to offer. You know? So we've got the Wheel of Fortune.
Right. Okay. So what's the Wheel of Fortune?
Well, I think they spin it, and it's going to land on some sort of activity.
Oh, there's a particular exercise that they have to do as part of that.
I think so. Yeah.
So what do we got?
I think that's swimming. Maybe it's again.
Okay, so we've got some ice cream down here as well, and the fire brigade here. Do you want to take us through to the main part of where all the activities are taking place?
Let's wander down. So obviously we've got the main thoroughfare through the park, which is great cycle footpath, and gets really busy here through the day. We've got a Punch and Judy show on later. They've already had one show today,
right,
which was really popular. I mean, it was absolutely full there, so that was really great to see. That's the first time we've had the Punch and Judy, but I would like to think they could come back again.
Yeah. So as you say, the event is changing every year, and it's just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, we try to add different activities sometimes. We've got a few old favourites that we bought. Last year and the year before, I think we introduced Dreckley Dragon, which is basically our little pet dragon for the event.
Yeah.
He comes out at different times and he can interact with the crowd.
So the dragon is back on later this afternoon. I think we discussed what time.
Back at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
You can just maybe sort of see. There's part of the dragon right there, so you'll be able to see him later on this afternoon. That's where he's being contained and held at the moment.
He's having a little rest at the minute.
And then coming into this area here.
Tree climbing over there as well.
Yep.
So tree climbing is probably one of our most popular activities. Gets booked up very quickly. Obviously that is a problem, that we can only accommodate so many people with that.
Yeah.
So we try and a range of activities that, some are for a few people and some lots of people can participate in.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Great.
Okay, fine.
You want to look at Bugfest?
Bugfest in the middle of a show at the moment,
okay.
so let's let him. I'll come around to that in a second.
So we have circus skills over here, and we've got a trapeze set up as well, which is great.
So as I was saying, this is a circus skills area here. You can see there's all kinds of things going on. Another hugely popular and busy area here, and there's things going to be taking place here again all afternoon. Different sort of circus skill workshops taking place. Okay, shall we carry on? We can find our way through.
We've got Wilder Woods on our left, and they're doing nature craft activities. They're showing how children can take materials from around the natural environment and actually do craft activities with them. So they can manipulate them and make different things. And so it's a nice activity, particularly for the sort of, if you want a bit of a quieter time, because it can get a bit manic here.
So trying to avoid stamping on small people. I'm going to try and avoid doing that the whole time.
You have to watch them; they go everywhere. We've got our stilt walkers up ahead. You might be able to say hello to them. Kids love doing high fives. They're collecting high fives.
Collecting high fives.
Hi Abby, you're live on Facebook.
Hello everybody! We are live at Yeovil Playday and it's amazing and you should come on down, definitely.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Enjoy your day.
We have Water Wars over here where they do water play activities. So if you want to get wet, you can do that. I think they're just setting up a game at the minute.
Yeah, there was some kind of giant duck here a few minutes ago.
Oh, was there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how that came about.
No,
I know
I've
there's
seen-
more coordinated Water Wars events taking place across South Somerset later this summer as well. I think.
Lots of those, yeah. We've got play art here where they're using craft activities, but it's all about recycling as well. So doing craft and recycled materials, which is good for children to use their imaginations. And things. That's run by Richard, who does a lot of activities around the district. He also gets involved with the Home Farm Festival.
Okay.
Runs the children's area there. So
Yeah.
shall I introduce you to Richard?
Yeah, I see. He looks a little bit busy at the moment.
Okay.
What are you creating there?
We are making a Muppet, and at the moment I'm just making a hole so we can put the pipe cleaner in to make his arms. So it should go in there quite simply, hopefully. We'll do it in a minute. Trust you to grab me when I'm
So you use a lot of recycled materials.
Yeah, everything we use is recycled. The only thing we don't obviously not recycle is the arty stuff that goes on top, but most of it is newspaper, tissue. We go to a lot of companies. There, we've done now. I'm all yours now.
Brilliant. Hello.
Okay. Hello, Richard.
So you're Richard from Play Art.
Play Art Education, yes.
So how did you get involved in today?
Okay, well, we've been doing this for the last 9 years, 10 years?
13.
Yeah, 13 years, because I used to drive the play bus.
Right.
We were pulled in because we were part of the resource centre and the scrap store. We did the first ever one, which was very small compared to what it is now. And then I set myself up in business, and we've been asked ever since. So the way Play Art works and the way our company works is we use recyclable waste. We try and keep the same momentum going as we did when I was working for SSDC. And so we go to firms and businesses, we use scrap stores, and we try and teach parents how to make something from nothing.
Okay.
And at the same time, you're teaching them skills, teaching stuff like motor skills, communication, learning, all the stuff that they do for early years and what they get at school. So
Okay. And what sort of activities are actually what sort of things are you creating today? Is there?
today we are making a Muppet. Okay, this Muppet can be anything to do with the family. It's got to be based on someone in the family. So,
Right, okay.
So it could be dad, mum, nanny. We've got a lot of nannies being made at the moment.
Right,
I don't know why
okay.
we've got no nannies, but we've got no nannies being made. So that's what today's is. So we're going around. As you can see, it's always busy. Everyone
Yeah, it
loves
looks
crafts,
incredibly busy. So
which is good for us because it makes me realise that a lot of children of the day have got a lot of technology.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they like to make.
Yeah.
They like to get their hands dirty and they like to do something. And at the end of the day, they take something home which they've created and they've made themselves. And we get a lot of people coming back to us saying, "I've still got that item on our shelf." I was talking to someone a couple of weeks ago, and they said their son has taken the thing they made when they were younger as a mascot to university.
yeah.
So that makes me feel good. So this item hasn't gone back into the landfill. It's gone into someone's room. It's being made.
It's extraordinary this summer. My children, we've got the trampoline in the garden, we've got all that kind of stuff. They've got electronics. They wanted to sew all summer long this year. I'm not quite sure whether sewing has suddenly come into it.
Sewing's massive at the moment. It's a bit like cake. A lot of what we see on TV dictates what our craft, what we like doing. But sewing's quite big at the moment. Obviously baking, because all the baking shows and craft shows are out there. So it's great. So hopefully there's this new sort of more input for people wanting to make things.
Sure. You've got a queue of people who want your help, so I will let you get on. Brilliant. All right, thank you very much. All right. So what else can we see here? So what's going on here?
So this is something new for this year. We've never brought this here before, and it's something we purchased, and it's soft play and loose parts. And the idea is that we put all these different shapes and pieces of equipment out, and then really leave it to the children to actually decide how they want to play with it.
Yeah.
And what you find is that they make their own structures. They create their own games, they interact with each other, people who they probably never know, the children. So it's a good way of them being sociable and creative and just using their imaginations, as much as possible.
Yeah.
And it's proved to be really popular. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone really well. It's nice to have it on a dry day.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
We're hoping to use this in a few other venues as well and take it
Yep.
around. And it's just great because you can adapt it and, like I say, create different structures and only limited by their imaginations, really.
Absolutely. All right, Rob, thank you so much. I'll let you get on.
Okay.
So that's a sort of a brief tour of some of the things going on here. I'm going to take you over to the pond dipping area now. So a bit of a walk through Nine Springs Country Park to take you there. I'm just going to flip you around again so you can see my ugly face. There I am. I'm just going to take you over to where we're doing a bit of the pond dipping activities with the countryside rangers that we've got. So South Somerset District Council has a number of great open spaces, and our countryside rangers look after those. So that's Chard Reservoir. That's what we've got here at Yeovil Country Park. What we've got at Ham Hill as well. And some of them are volunteers, some of them are sort of paid staff. And throughout the year, they're sort of providing activities that really sort of get our residents much, much closer to nature. If you've never been down to Yeovil Country Park and Nine Springs, it really is an extraordinarily beautiful place. It's getting quieter around me now as we move away from the sort of the main hubbub of what's going on here. So as I said, there's activities. This is the National Playday, but there are Playday activities taking place throughout South Somerset throughout the summer. Hopefully my colleagues back in the office are... I just said, don't forget to mention, Richard, Charlton Adam Playday this Friday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the recreation ground. But my colleagues back in the office, they'll be providing more information, hopefully some links that are going out about all the different activities that are taking place throughout the summer at various locations. It's not just centred in Yeovil. There's things taking place all across the district throughout South Somerset. So the pond dipping activity was running until 12 o'clock and then I believe it's restarting again at 1 o'clock today. But I was going to take you down to see the team interrupting their lunch, which I'm truly sorry for. But to sort of talk you through some of the things that you'll be able to experience when you come down later today around sort of 1 o'clock. Sorry to interrupt your sandwich.
Hi, how's it going?
Hello.
Good.
You want to talk us through some of the activities that you're doing? We ran a session this morning.
Yes, so
there's a session starting again at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
10 till 12 this morning. It was very busy. So we've been delivering pond dipping. So using the nets and then sweeping along the bottom of the pond.
Yeah.
And then,
as I was talking about, this is a hugely beautiful Yeovil Country Park sort of setting we've got here with the swans and the ducks and all of the various wildlife that lives here. And this is what's been collected in the ponds so far today.
So these are some of the interesting things. So we've got a water scorpion in there. We've got quite a few of those in the pond. And then we've been catching lots of little pond snails, but this one's quite impressive. Rather large one.
Yeah.
Well. And we've had some leeches, we've had hog lice, we've had bloodworms. All very cool for the children. They've been really cool. Enjoying it.
Also disgusting. So are those things as disgusting as we? So it's all very safe though. They're not getting leeches, trapped on their faces.
No,
and
the
things,
leeches that we have in the pond, they're not strong enough to bite through human skin. They mainly just feed on fish.
Yeah.
And then we're also offering, whilst people wait.
Yes. It's some of the beautiful wood carvings we've got. You can see here when you come around as well. Just quickly take you there.
We are making some wood cookie fridge magnets.
Right.
As well,
okay.
whilst people wait. Which
because you have been hugely busy this morning so far as well. So
we're just having a little break. Then we're starting again at 1 o'clock.
Starting at 1 o'clock. 1 till 3 o'clock. You can come and do the sort of pond dipping activities and learn more about the countryside activities that we've got here and the huge range of life that exists within Nine Springs. Back to me. So let me just take you through. I'm just going to grab my papers here. Take you through some of the things that are taking place around the district through the rest of the summer. So it's National Playday here today from up until sort of 3 o'clock. As I said, there are activities taking place throughout the district. So a quick run through. Ilminster Playday will be on Monday the 6th of August and Monday the 13th of August. That's at the Canalway Recreation Ground in Ilminster. Crewcomb Playdays, there's one tomorrow, Thursday the 2nd of August, running from 10 till noon and then 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. That takes place at Henhays George Reynolds Centre. Child Playday, that's on Friday this week, and again on Friday the 10th of August. That takes place at Lower Henson Park, and then next week at Jocelyn Park, and that runs from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. There's also events taking place at Charlton Adam, again in Ilminster, Castle Carey, Merriott, Wincanton, Milbourne Port, Somerton, Coombe St Nicholas, Temple Coombe, Ilton, Odcombe, Kingsbury Episcopi and Sparkford, and that's just the play days, and there's a whole range of other activities which the Countryside team are organising as well. There's a day trip to Weymouth being organised on the 6th of August, so if you meet at Yew Tree Park in Yeovil, if you've sort of booked in advance, there can be a day trip down to Weymouth. There's things like the Wild Food Cafe, Grand Designs, Woodland Storytelling, all of this taking place at various locations. So you can find all of this detail and information on our Play Facebook page. We'll make sure all of that all that information is available to you. We'll get all the links up so you can see how to sort of book and get involved in all of these wonderful things that are taking place. So I'm just going to flip you around again and show you some of the other things that are taking place. So M-Bens are here with their bouncy castles. And here is Bugfest. This is the Wild and Deadly show, which is organised by Nick and the Bug team. I don't know if is Nick taking a break at the moment. He's just done his show. Maybe I'll come back here. Oh, here's Nick over here. Hello, Nick. We're live on Facebook at the moment to celebrate what's going on here with the National Playday, and I wondered, now you just finished your latest show.
Yes.
I wonder if you sort of show some of the things that you're showing to the people that are coming here today. There are thousands of people who are arriving here today.
Absolutely right. Okay, so I guess the best place to start here is with Dan. Dan is probably he's off to the loo. He's one of my most loyal teammates. He's been with Bugfest for how many years? 9 years. Something like that. Something like 9 years.
Yep.
And Dan has been looking after the venomous end, because we have some rather nasty creatures here. The pièce de résistance on the show is this giant centipede, who is known as Moriarty.
Yeah.
He's around about 9 inches long, horrendously venomous and quite capable of putting you in hospital. They have been known to cause human fatalities over the years. Not many, generally in young children and the elderly, which is why we've always got someone here, and it's in a locked tub.
Yep.
Now
what's in there, we're asked?
This is even more phenomenal. This is something that you will never get to see other than on television. This is a wandering spider. There it is, tucked up in the corner. It's a bit hard to see right now, but what I will try and do is get something to get it to move. Something very thin. Not requiring much of a gap to lift the glass up. Now, wandering spiders are highly, highly venomous and very, very dangerous creatures, and you shouldn't be playing around with them if you don't know what you're doing. But in there is the wandering spider. It has markings. There we are. See, it's highly aggressive. And then there you have the distinctive red fangs. If you take from the top there, you should be able to see. Those are the distinctive red fang markings of the wandering spider. The venom is particularly interesting because of its effect on your mortgage endowment policy. Okay?
Sure.
It gives you 24 hours of unrestricted growth and inflation in your bank account, after which the deposit suddenly disappears and it's useless for the rest of your life. Its markings on the back there, you can see, are very similar to a house spider.
Yep.
Make that out.
So that's a very small size. So have you got another show today, Nick?
Yes, we do. We have another show at 1 o'clock. So if you're watching this from home, guys, come on down and see the Wild and Deadly show. See Punch and Judy. We got dragons. There'll be dragons as well. Yeah, we got a dragon wandering around. Oh my gosh, it's broken out. There's a dragon wandering around in Nine Springs. Don't approach it without dragon training. We've got trapeze stuff. It's amazing. Bouncy castles.
A huge range of stuff. So I'll leave Nick to sort of get on with this huge range of people wanting to sort of talk to him about the other things that you've got here. So he's brought a load of different sort of specimens here. There's a scorpion just lurking in there.
Right then, what else have we got?
So I'm just going to take you over. So also this is an opportunity today for our partners in the community sort of talk more about some of the things that they some of the messages that they need to get out as well. So here we are. This is the stand that's being offered by Yeovil Hospital, and it's the maternity team that's here today offering some advice and guidance to people.
What happened to that?
Hello. And we're here with Sally Ann now.
Yes. Hello.
So Sally Ann's part of the maternity team. You're a midwife.
I
there?
am, yes.
So what are you here today for? What's the reason you've come down
Well, we're
here
here really to promote midwifery, come out into the community, and to talk to mums and mums-to-be and give them information about a healthy pregnancy.
Okay. Do you want to show us through some of the displays you've got here today?
So we're talking about, obviously about a healthy pregnancy, so about smoking in pregnancy, about smoking cessation and the effects of carbon monoxide on the growing baby. So I'm doing carbon monoxide testing for anybody that's interested.
So what does that involve?
So that involves mums taking a breath, and it's just a breathalyzer really, and that gives us a carbon monoxide reading.
Okay.
And that demonstrates really how much less oxygen is going to mum's body and therefore babies as well, which affects the baby's development.
Okay, and what can get carbon monoxide into the system? Is that just sort of everyday life,
I mean, there is environmental carbon monoxide, but smoking mainly, but also boilers, faulty boilers, car exhaust fumes. If you imagine car exhaust fumes and those poisonous gases, that's what we're testing for.
Okay.
And that's what smoking can cause.
Okay, fine. And you've got some sort of weird and wonderful objects here as well. So let's have a look at what we've got here.
These are actually the placentas. So we're just demonstrating to mums what the effect of smoking is on their placenta and therefore the effect on their growing baby.
Okay, and what can we see here?
So you've got a placenta, a plastic placenta, obviously.
Okay. It's not real.
No.
Just to be sort of clarity.
Plastic one. And it's showing how it becomes quite gritty and calcareous, making the placenta inefficient. Therefore, the oxygen and the nutrients don't go through to baby, and the toxins not taken away.
So some really important messages
really
you're delivering here today.
And that's what it's about today. Talking about healthy diet in pregnancy, talking about breastfeeding, basically being here for anything that mums or mums-to-be want to ask us about.
And we've got the birthing pool here as well today, in a slightly unusual fashion.
We've got children trying to cook it up for some sweets, but again, promoting home births, talking about having birthing pools that mums can hire, and talking about the whole pregnancy journey really. Anything mums want to discuss with us.
So are home births becoming more common again? I mean, it used to be something that sort of happened quite a lot, and it sort of seemed to sort of go, it was sort of more of a sort of hospital birth, but it's sort of moving back that way again?
Yes, I mean, we are promoting, we want to get out into the community, you know, and make it as natural as possible, and obviously that's not possible for all women, because, you know, looking at risk factors, but again, it's about awareness, and this day is really about making women aware of health, a healthy pregnancy, what is available at the hospital, and even the young ones. I've had lots of youngsters come and are interested to see what a placenta looks like, you know, what a knitted breast is like.
Let's have a look at those. There we go.
Nappies, because you know, you don't know what you don't know. So, and then we've also got Nat, our screening coordinator, she is also doing belly painting, hands and foot painting as well, and just basically being available.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I said it's not just about Play Day, there's some important messaging coming out from different people as well. So, what else have we got going on today? So there is some dragon making taking place here. You see what's being created here.
It's dead easy. Just a bit of sticking.
So part of the team is making a dragon here. The RSPB stand is here. Over in the far corner here, I think we're roasting some marshmallows. There's a huge queue of people trying to get the marshmallows in today. It's being conducted by part of our team over here, making sure that you get some marshmallows into your system today. And you can see, taking place throughout the day, we've got Punch and Judy shows taking place. I'll take you around a look at photos so you can see what's actually happening.
Put your trousers on, Mr. Buck. You've got to cover up your spotty knickers straight away, haven't you? Oh, he's coming.
So, just another thing that's taking place here today. As I said, it's a huge range of events, and it's taking place all today. All the way through 3 p.m. today, and it is free. There are a very limited number of things here which you will actually have to pay for today, and some of that's just to sort of cover the cost of materials. But by and large, this is a free event. It's a free service which the District Council offers, and there's a huge range of stuff taking place throughout the summer holidays. Not just this National Playday, but a huge number of individual, slightly smaller scale, but no less brilliant playdays taking place throughout the summer. So I'll just take you another quick wander through the park. If you've got any questions, please do let me know, and I will try and do what I can to answer them. As said, circus skills, woodland crafts, the water wars. Looks like it's. I'm going to take you over to water wars. Actually, looks like something really interesting happening over there at the moment. So I'm going to flip you back around again. Here's the latest group about to go tree climbing. And again, tree climbing is a free activity which you can undertake and take part in here today. This is the circus stills section. We're in Yeovil Country Park, in Yeovil. That's where Nine Springs and Golden Stones is if you've never been down here before. So partner organisations and council workers all here today, offering a wide range of activities. There's M. Ben's castle over there. Wilder Wood are making power wands at the moment. Stilt walkers walking around all day, and I believe they are the keepers of the trained dragon, which will be coming out later on today. And we're just about ready, I think, for another Water Wars session to begin. So let's just take a look at what's going on over here. Try and get a slightly better view.
But we want to go.
And there's another one of the range of activities taking place here today. So I'm going to bring this to a close. If you have any further questions, please do ask them on our Facebook page. We'll be available as much of today as possible to answer any questions that you've got. But please do come down. As I said, Rob said this earlier in the broadcast. We're looking to probably get about sort of 5,000 to 8,000 people here today enjoying this National Playday event, and we hope that you can come down and enjoy it too. And if you can't make it today, there are events taking place throughout the district all summer, and we'll keep you informed about all of those things that are going on. Thank you very much.